Justin Trudeau has been caught on camera dancing the Bhangra at a private dinner in New Delhi. The Canadian Prime Minister was back in traditional dress when he made a dramatic entrance at the event on Thursday night. Despite facing ridicule from Indians for his annoying outfits during the trip, Trudeau walked out on stage at the Canadian High Commission to the sound of drums before breaking out his dance moves, to the approval of the crowd. But the reaction on social media was decidedly mixed, with some praising his style while others derided him as an embarrassment. A Tyrav Kapur from Delhi tweeted, "Can someone tell him Indians don't live like they are in a Bollywood set 24/7? Another user going under by the name The Dark added, "Somebody should remind him every 10 minutes that he is a PM." Yasmin Mohammed, an author from Canada, said, "So embarrassing. Can you imagine some dignitary coming to Canada dressed in a Canadian tuxedo dancing some Nufi jig or something? Ugh." Another Canadian going by the name Jackie remarked, Please, India, keep him." It comes after Trudeau was widely mocked on social media by Indians earlier in the week for his traditional outfits, which were branded tacky and annoying. On Friday, Trudeau then met with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the only high-level engagement of his 8-day trip to India. The pair embraced on the red carpet outside the presidential palace in New Delhi, 7 days after Modi avoided meeting the Canadian Prime Minister at the airport when his plane initially landed. That move has been widely interpreted as a snub over Trudeau's perceived support for Sikh separatist groups. Though Modi officially denies it, Trudeau had to hastily cancel a dinner invite for a former member of a banned separatist group on Thursday in a fresh blow to his image. Jaspal Atwal, who tried to murder an Indian minister on Canadian soil back in 1986, had been due to dine alongside Trudeau at a dinner hosted by the Canadian High Commissioner. The Prime Minister said he had no idea an invite had been extended to Atwal and withdrew it as soon as he was made aware. In a further embarrassing blow, images then emerged of Atwal posing with Trudeau's wife Sophie at an event in Bollywood on Tuesday night. Trudeau has received a deeply mixed reception in India, with some flattered by his visit but others deeply scornful of his preening for the cameras and especially his traditional outfits, which have been described as tacky and annoying, while many praised his clothing during the first 2 days of his trip. Patience was wearing thin by the time he attended a Bollywood gala on Tuesday night, before the tide turned against him on Wednesday. Ministers, authors, journalists and ordinary Indians lined up to mock him, saying his wardrobe made him look as if he was about to attend a wedding. Leading the criticism was Omar Abdullah, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, who tweeted saying Trudeau's preening was all just a bit much. "We Indians do not dress like this every day, sir. Not even in Bollywood." While Indian newspapers had initially praised Trudeau's attempt to cross cultural boundaries, describing the red kurta he wore on the first day of his visit as resplendent and festive, by Wednesday they lost patience as well. "Too flashy even for an Indian," proclaimed Outlook India, while the print suggested that he looked like he was auditioning to be a model. The tipping point seemed to come when Trudeau met the great and good of Bollywood, whose looks arguably inspired some of his own. But while the actors dressed down for the occasion, opting largely for black suits and shirts, Trudeau went all out with a gaudy golden number. India Today described the choice of clothing as tacky, suggesting it was insulting to his guests. High-level politicians have also largely steered clear of Trudeau during his visit, and he has spent much of it trying to shake off the perception that his administration is a soft touch on extremists. During a visit to the Golden Temple in Amritsar, the holiest site in Sikhism, he assured Punjab's Chief Minister that Canada does not sympathize with extremist movements. Canada is home to roughly 500,000 Sikhs, and Trudeau's administration has been accused of being too cozy with those agitating for a separate homeland in India's northern Punjab state. Trudeau particularly riled New Delhi last year when he attended a parade in Canada at which Sikh militants were feted as heroes.
Where the freaks at?